SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build, and this time I am finally doing a base game only house. It's a family house that has 3 bedrooms and only 1 bathroom, so it's a pretty small house, but I think it could be, a pretty nice house for a family. And yeah, if you have a limited number of packs or only the base game, then you can totally use this house. And I've been kind of dreading doing this it's something that I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to build a base game only house for like forever now, and so many people have asked me in the comments and like sort of requested that I do one. And yeah, every time I go into my game, I start to build something else. I completely go in with the intention of, sticking strictly to base game, and then I don't know what happens. I go crazy, and I almost did that with this too. I was like the day before, I was like, okay, I'm gonna build a base game house tomorrow when I have time to build. And then right before I start building, I was like looking at Pinterest. I'm like, oh, I could build this house and use all these packs, and I like all these ideas in my mind of things I would use. So I'm like, no, I have to just strictly build with base game. So this is what I came up with, and I hope you guys like it. I think it is so super cute. I really like the way it turned out. I did struggle with the living area for a little while, as you guys will see. I have to resize the shape of the house a little bit, but I mean, it essentially looks the same as it does right now. It's just a little bit bigger on the left side of the house. It has a little backyard area that has like a little play area with the monkey bars, and I also put in a cute little sandbox, and nothing too much. I didn't bother with a swimming pool or anything too crazy. I kind of wanted to keep this on the cheaper side. I mean, it's still like 100,000 simoleons or something like that. So it's not super cheap. It's definitely not anywhere close to starter, but I think it's attainable for a family that you play with for a while. And yeah, I also did the cutest nursery ever, which I really like the nursery. It's so cute, and it's pretty neutral too. I went with more of a greenish. I mean, it's green and yellow. I mean, there's a little bit of blues and stuff, but I feel like when I do nurseries, it's just a little bit overpowering, either on the blue side or the pink side. And yeah, I just really like the way it turns out, so I think it's super cute. I did cut out the floor plan just because it really wasn't that exciting, and it's a pretty simple house. I mean, it's only 1 story, so I didn't think it was that necessary, and you guys could see the whole floor plan pretty easily. But this is obviously the kitchen area, and I do change it quite a bit later on, so it doesn't stay like this. But yeah, I really like the colors of it, and I also tried to go really kind of fall themed, you could say, with the color scheme. Okay, the reason I actually first started with the color scheme is because I was driving to work. Is this where I saw the house? I think I drove past a house that was yellow on the exterior, and then it had red shutters, and it was the cutest house ever. So I was like, okay, I have to build a house in The Sims that has these color schemes. And then when I was thinking about doing a base game, I was like, totally have the right siding to do that. And then I was thinking what would complement that nicely. I thought would be some kind of gray toned brick. So that's what I went with on the exterior, and so it kind of looked a bit fallish, so I thought I would go with more richer tones on the interior, some reds and browns and more goldeny type colors. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that. I've seen some really cool fall, autumn inspired builds recently where people are doing these super rich toned houses, and they're using the fall mod, and I can't wait for seasons. It's gonna be so beautiful. I can't wait to see all the different seasons in the different worlds that we have. And oh my god, it's already October, so that means it's gonna be November, and November 10th, right, is when Cats and Dogs come out. Oh my god, I am so excited. I don't think I've been this excited for a pack to come out in The Sims yet. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm hoping that this month will fly by because I'm gonna be super busy. I'm gonna be going to Texas at the end of the month to go see a friend, and so I'm so excited to do that, and I haven't seen her forever, so it's gonna be great. And yeah, just busy doing lots of stuff, so hopefully it'll fly by. But anyways, we were getting the living room situated. I had to extend the house a little bit, and at this point I have the dining table shoved in the center of the kitchen, and I was hating it. I was like, it's so crowded and so cramped, and so in a little bit I make the kitchen a tiny bit bigger, and then kind of just reorganize it a little bit. So that'll be coming up. I think it just works out a lot better and it makes a lot more sense, and yeah. And I got to use so many different little decorations and things that I just forget about that come with the base game, and I don't know, I am so pleased with the way this turned out. Like, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I mean, I think it's because I didn't try to build like a super massive 2-story house on a big lot. Like, I mean, this is a decent sized lot. It's like 30 by 20, but it's not like a 40 by 30 lot with like a 4 or 5 bedroom house and 2 stories and, you know, a massive yard. Like, I tried to keep it simple and playable, and I think, yeah, I think it worked out really nicely. And there was even some objects that were base game that I had no idea were base game. Like, eventually, I forget when, I discovered that the little coffee mug rack is base game, and so I gotta throw that in the kitchen, and oh, it's so cute. I was like, I thought for sure that was like a cool kitchen item or something, but it totally wasn't. So I had fun kind of rediscovering what actually came with the base game and what didn't. I think one of the biggest struggles with base games, there's only one base game, there's not base games, would be probably the furniture, like the couch selection and the bed selection. Like, that stuff was a little bit difficult. But as far as actually landscaping, like not having certain bushes and stuff, I was finding myself missing and wanting to use. But I mean, I don't know, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I almost snorted. That was embarrassing. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. It was like a half snort. But anyways, here is when I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with this kitchen? And the window placement is a little bit awkward because they're so spread out. But I have like a huge problem with placing ovens underneath windows. Like, if the window is like touching the oven, then I just can't do it. So I had to not place a window in the center. But as you can see, okay, I'm completely shifting everything onto the right side of the room, or back side of the room, depending on how you look at it. And then I put the dining table at the front of it, and I just think it makes a lot more sense, a lot more functional, and it's not as cramped. And I was gonna put the little toddler high chair in there because I thought it would make a toddler room, and then I felt like it was too cramped. So if you know, have a toddler, you could just throw the high chair in there for the time being that the kid's a toddler, and then, you know, delete it as they grow up. But I decided to do, you know, the parents' room, and then a kid's room, and then a nursery, which is so cute. I mean, I was originally thinking toddler because I'm like, all the toddler stuff came with like the free updates, so it's part of the base game, but you know, I decided not to do that and felt like I hadn't done like a true nursery in a while. So I'm just really happy. The nursery is like my favorite room in the house. I think it's so super cute. It's kind of like foresty, animal themed. It's adorable. I really like it. But I kind of do things in a weird order. Like, since I wasn't really sure how much I was going to be able to fit into the house, I decorate the entire living area before I do the exterior. And so now I go onto the exterior, do all the landscaping, and then go in and do the bathroom and the bedrooms. So it's kind of a weird order, but yeah, I don't know. I like the way it turned out. I think it is a really nice house. Something that I do more like right towards the end of the video is I add some like red siding on the front of the house, right there where there's that single window to the right side of the door. I just felt like it was too much of that pale yellow exterior, and it made the house look a little bit bland. And yeah, so I think that just livened it up. I mean, you probably noticed in the thumbnail or in the beginning screenshot, yeah, I just think it adds a little bit, makes it pop a little bit. Oh, just ignore this ivy thing. Like, I was starting to struggle with the way that it all looked right there at the front. I thought it looked a little bit boring, a little bit odd, and so I was like, I'm just gonna add base game ivy, and like, it's not the right house for that sort of thing. So yeah, I quickly realized that was not going to be an option, and I put these little hedges around and made sort of like a fence with them, and I thought that was pretty cute. It made like super cozy, and if I had like the fall mod installed, I think it would look so super fallish, and oh, just with the autumn colors. And I don't know, I'm super excited that fall is here. It's so cold this morning. Like, we had the back door open for a little while, and it was freezing. Like, I'm all bundled up in a blanket and a sweater, and I got my coffee, and it's so cozy and so fun. Like, I can't wait for Halloween and Thanksgiving and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a fun time of year. I think most people can agree that fall is just a fun time of the year. I really want to build like a Halloween sort of haunted house build in oh, what's the world that came with the vampire stuff pack or game pack? I'm drawing a blank on it, as I always do in these voiceovers. Like, I'll have the biggest brain farts. Hollow? Something hollow. I don't know. Anyway, so I think I want to build some sort of haunted mansion. I did a haunted mansion last year for Halloween when I did like a giant group collab that Rory Plays put together, so that was a lot of fun, and it was like my first collab that I ever did. But right here, I was thinking how awkward that little window placement looked, but I just decided to go with it. I figured it was fine, and yeah, it doesn't bother me too much now. Like, at first I thought it looked a little bit weird and off balance, but looking back on it, it doesn't bother me too much. But as you can see, I'm putting sort of backyard stuff together, and I do a little sandbox that has like a little dollhouse and a few toys and stuff, which I thought was pretty cute. I wish they could actually have, like, I wish we would have got a sandbox, like a proper working one where they could build sandcastles and like have like buckets and shovels and stuff, rather than getting the ball pit. And I don't know. I'm not that excited about the toddler stuff pack anymore. I'm really excited about the cast items, but I don't know. I wish we would have got something like that. I think that would have been a lot more cute and a lot more easy to use in houses and things, but I don't know. Oh well. But anyways, I mean, it's still pretty functional. Like, play dolls and play with the other toys inside the sandbox while the parents garden or do whatever they have to do. And I mean, there's still plenty of space if you wanted to add a pool or a hot tub, depending on if you have what did hot tubs come with? Perfect patio. Yeah, if you have a perfect patio, or you know, other packs of stuff that have more outdoor items. Because with base game, there's not really that many. There's like giant jungle gyms, and then there's the monkey bars, and that's about it for games and stuff for us. I mean, obviously there's swimming pools, but I didn't feel like it. I feel like I do pools a lot, so yeah. But we're almost done with the backyard. I do a bit of landscaping on the backyard, and I kind of struggled with it a little bit, but oh, and I love this little dollhouse with the bright red rooftop. I thought that was really, really cute. I don't know. I tried to add some red accents and didn't want it to be like overpowering, because I'm not like a huge fan of like houses that have like a dominating red theme to them, like, I don't know, like red wallpaper and stuff. Like, a few red accents I like, but I don't like it to be overpowering, so I tried to add a few accents because I wanted it to match the shutters and kind of have that really rich, warm tone to them. Does that make sense, or do I not make sense? I don't know. I was kind of struggling with the landscaping right here, but I decided to do a little bit more like sparse and natural looking area. Like, it was kind of grew there a little bit more naturally. It's not an overly manicured yard by any means. It's a more flowy, sort of overgrown, which is probably where a lot of the cost came in, because there's quite a bit of plants all shoved into one area. And yeah, I don't know, I had a lot of fun with it, so hopefully you guys like this house. I mean, you'll have to let me know in the comments, but I think for a base game house, it turned out really well, because like I said, I'd been kind of dreading it and wondering what I was going to build, and I think all the things I had in mind were like 2-story really large family homes. Like, I kind of wanted to overdo it and see how much I could really do with base game, but I think this is much more practical and playable, and you could fit a pretty decent sized family in here. And yeah, even if you just wanted a single sim or a roommate, you could totally remodel it a little bit for that. But this is the bathroom. It's the only bathroom. It's just one family bathroom with the shower tub combination. And yeah, I think it's super cute. And yeah, I tried to clutter it up a little bit. I kind of wanted this house to look pretty lived in, which is just something I like to do in most of my houses. So yeah, bathroom clutter and things like that. I think it's pretty cute. It's pretty simple. Like, I don't know, I like it. It's pretty adorable, but nothing compares to the nursery. The nursery is by far my favorite room in the house, and I can't wait. Which I think is the last room we decorate, so we still got a little while before we even get to see it. And also something I did was sort of these like makeshift closets, since I wasn't able to use Get Together, which you know came with those like walk-in wardrobes. I made some, and then I ended up putting some like doors on the one in the parents' bedroom, which I think looks really nice. And I actually really like the way the parents' bedroom turns out as well. And I was kind of struggling with beds a little bit, but I ended up using the bed that came with the free update not too long ago that gave us a new bed, and I really like it. I wish we would have got some more like bed swatches though. I really like the wood frame, like I like those a lot, but the pattern on the bedding's a little bit weird in some of the colors, but I think it's a super cool bed, so I really like it. But yeah, some plain swatches would be nice. And I think it's a pretty cozy bedroom, but here's when I decided that I didn't want the kind of the open closet. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because I've had so many closets where the doors have been removed. Do you guys find that pretty common? Like when we bought our house like a couple years ago, we like the people that own the house had completely removed the doors on like the 2 like spare bedroom, or you know, regular, there's the master bedroom, it had its closet doors, but the 2 like regular bedrooms, like they were just completely taken off. And like I remember the like I think it was the realtor was saying that they should replace them, but we never bothered, like we didn't really care. But I've had other houses like that too, that the closet doors are just like not there. I don't know why. It's weird. Kind of a weird thing to remove. But anyways, I add closet doors. It's kind of not interesting conversation. Except for in this room right here, I leave it open because I decided to add like a little bookcase and a little dresser, and I thought it was kind of cute to leave it open. But I really like the way this room turned out as well. It's super pink and super sort of girly and cutesy, and yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know, kids rooms are so fun, but something that I really miss doing kids room is probably the kids room stuff pack. But oh well, I didn't miss it too much. I don't know. I was trying to think as I was building this, like things that I value in certain packs and what packs I like the most and things that I was like missing. And honestly, like I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record, but Parenthood is something I missed a lot. Like I would have loved to use Parenthood in this house. And every house I ever build, I want to use Parenthood. And I think a lot of people feel that way. Like it's like the content is amazing, the quality of the items is like really nice. Like it's just a really good pack. Like it's probably like, yeah, it's probably the best pack, at least for, I don't know. That's hard to say because there's some other really good packs too. But it's just there was like certain things that are like clutter items and things that I really wanted to use in that pack, and certain furniture and things, but I don't know. I probably don't have to tell you guys. You guys probably know how cool that pack is. But anyways, this is gonna be the nursery, and I love it so much. I like, as soon as I put those curtains up, I was like, okay, I'm going like nature themed, and I wanted to lean more on the green side and a little bit more like naturey. So I gave the green bassinet, and it's got like, I don't know. I think it's cute. I don't know if I'm just like crazy and think it's cuter than it actually is, but I really like it. It's kind of an odd shaped room though. It's a little bit small, and I don't know. I cut out the floor plan, so I fiddled with it for a little while between that and the other kids' bedroom, but I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't have to be that big, but like I said, if you wanted to remodel it for a different size family or roommates or whatever, you can totally do that. And there's plenty of room, I think, to work with it. Yeah, right here I was going to add these shelves, which this was another item I didn't realize was base game. I guess it came with the toddler stuff update. I guess so, but those shelves are so cute, and I'm so happy they are base game. But I ended up removing them above this sort of little changing station that I built because it was a little bit too much. So I just kept the one single shelf above the bassinet and then put a little painting up here instead. And yeah, just a little plant, and I just really like it. I don't know why. The last like sort of naturey themed kids room that I did was for a little girl that I did for my Builds for You series, and that was probably my favorite kids room. I think I just like sort of naturey little kids rooms and animal themed stuff because I don't know, it's just more of my style, I guess, and I just like it a lot. But right here I'm just sort of like, what do I need to do? And I decide that the front looked a little bit awkward here in a second, and add a little bit of red, and that'll be the final touch sort of little thing for the end of the build. But I hope you guys enjoy the screenshots. Hopefully you guys like this house, and thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye!